Hi, Plague World. My name is Ivan Anderson. I'll be hosting the CyberTank variety show tonight. Thanks for joining me. If you've never met me, I'm a musician. I play in a band called CyberTank. It's like very hyper, glitchy, indie pop type of music. I'm also a comedian. I invented a thing called Email Pro, which is a live stream where I write and send emails to strangers for an hour every Sunday afternoon. That's also hosted by the Tank. And basically tonight, for the next hour, we're going to be doing a variety show where I'm just going to show you things that I think are like glitchy and beautiful and weird. And the first thing I'm going to show you is a 5-minute documentary I made about my relationship with Tropicana orange juice. I consider this 5-minute documentary to be probably the greatest summary of my personality that I've ever made. So that's why we're starting a live stream with that. Not everything we do tonight is going to be my work, but the orange juice documentary sets the tone. This is the first episode. It came out last winter. I have more episodes. And later tonight, we're going to be screening a brand new episode that no one's ever seen before. Okay, so let's dive in. We're going to talk about orange juice. We're going to talk about a lot of things. I have more to say about it. But for starters, let's just dive right in. This is Understanding Tropicana Pure Premium Orange Juice Low Acid.
My name is Ivan Anderson. I'm a person who drinks a lot of orange juice, and I have a favorite orange juice, which is Tropicana Pure Premium Orange Juice Low Acid. This is something I post about a lot on social media. I put it in my music videos. I even built a rocket car out of a Tropicana bottle. And as a result, a lot of people ask me what I'm talking about. They want to know what I really mean. They want to know what the joke is. There is no joke. I just like orange juice a lot, and I especially like Tropicana Pure Premium Orange Juice Low Acid. Here's some of the things I like about it. I think it tastes better than regular. It's sweeter. It's less harsh somehow. The low acid part actually doesn't matter to me very much. I don't really care about that. I just like it for the flavor. Also, there's no pulp. Tropicana only makes low acid orange juice with no pulp. That's fine with me because I prefer that, but I realize it might be an issue for some of you, and I'm sorry. Sometimes people ask me, how do they make it low acid? I don't know anything about that, but here are some recommendations I have if you're interested in getting started. I think Tropicana Pure Premium Orange Juice Low Acid goes very well with Mexican food. Something about the combination of the spices and the sweetness of the orange juice is really good. Another thing I like is the combination of chocolate and peanut butter and orange juice. This one's kind of intense. It's very rich, but if you wash it all down with orange juice, it tastes really good. My third go-to is cheeseburgers and orange juice. This one's pretty straightforward. I just think they taste good together. Here's a letter that I wrote to Tropicana in 2017. Dear Tropicana, I drink a lot of orange juice, and Tropicana Pure Premium Orange Juice Low Acid is my favorite. I consider it the perfect orange juice. Thank you for inventing it. Last year, I went on vacation to Sicily, where they have super fresh orange juice everywhere, and even though it was really good, by the end of the vacation, I realized that I missed your version. Thank you again, Ivan Anderson. I sent that to them using the contact form on their website, and I never heard back. But then I invented a hashtag, tppojla, which stands for Tropicana Pure Premium Orange Juice Low Acid. And then I reposted the letter that I wrote to them on Facebook, and I tagged them in the post. And this time, Tropicana did respond. They said, "We're blushing orange, Ivan. Thank you for being such a loyal fan." To date, this is the only time I've ever heard from Tropicana. I think they a little bit can't figure out whether I'm trolling them or not. I think they might be a little uncomfortable with that, but I'm not trolling them, and I'm playing a long game here. I'm just being completely sincere, and I feel like as time goes by, that will become increasingly obvious, and it'll just be okay. Then the other thing I feel like we should talk about is things your friends might say to you about tppojla. Here are some things my friends have told me. I bet that has a lot of high fructose corn syrup in it. That's actually wrong. There is no high fructose corn syrup in Tropicana Pure Premium Orange Juice Low Acid. You shouldn't let anybody push you around on this point. Another thing I've heard is, but doesn't it have too much sugar though? Now, there is some truth to this. There is sugar in Tropicana Pure Premium Orange Juice. There is sugar in tppojla, but there's also sugar in a lot of stuff. And I feel like this one is actually bigger than orange juice. And we all got to live in the world, and we all got to find a way to make that okay. And then the other thing people have said to me is Tropicana does not exactly have a stellar track record when it comes to fair labor. Most of their oranges are sourced from Brazil, which means there are entanglements with environmental and human rights issues. Here's some info if you want it. Now, I don't really have a good answer to that one. I'm not really sure what to say about it, but it does bring me to my larger final point for this video, which is it okay to enjoy things that are problematic? I don't know, but also yes. Wait, also, I said before that the only time I've ever heard from Tropicana was in 2017 when they said, we're blushing orange. That's actually not true anymore. Right as I was finishing this video, there was more contact with them. And I'm going to talk about that in the next episode.
That was episode 1 of Understanding Tropicana Pure Premium Orange Juice. There is more episodes. I'm going to show you episode 2 later on in the variety show. But at this point, I do want to step back a little bit and talk about what I thought when I was putting together my variety show for tonight. I felt a lot like the guy at the party. I don't know if you guys remember this from before Plague World, but sometimes you would be invited to a party, like a little party, like a house party, or like a dinner party or something terrible like that. And sometimes there would be this thing that would happen where somehow the party would become people taking turns showing YouTube videos. And it was terrible. You guys ever been to a party like that where like one guy would be like, oh, wait. Did you ever see the YouTube video of the lady in the nail salon who took a shit on the floor? And then it's like, you got to watch that and there's no turning back. And then everyone's like, wait. I have a YouTube video. I was concerned that this variety show would feel like that it would feel like a guy in an Iron Maiden t-shirt ruining a party with YouTube video after YouTube video. So what I decided to do to make this not that, here's why this is not that, is that at any time, if you guys just want to get in that chat and give me an email address, we can just do Email Pro. I'll just write an email and send an email to anybody who hops in the chat with an email address. My logic here is that the one thing that would have been worse than a party that devolves into taking turns on YouTube would be a party that devolved into everybody writing an email on one person's computer. Can you imagine how terrible that would be? That it's like the wrong choice. Email is always the wrong choice, but I feel like it's never clearer than if you went to a party that was first destroyed by YouTube and then destroyed by everybody taking an email. So if you want to nuke the YouTube party and just kill all life and turn it into an email party, we can do that. Just give me an email address in the comments or send me an email at emailpro.emailpro@gmail.com. In the meantime, we're going to go to a music video by Swivs. Some of you might know the guy in Swivs from a band he used to be in called The Realistics. Now he's in Swivs. The music video I'm about to play for you basically is like summarizes everything I want in a music video. I should have played this music video first. This next music video basically is like the vibe for the rest of the night. I hope you enjoy it. It's by Swivs. It's for a song called Let's Enter. You guys are so not ready for this. I can just tell by the lull in the chat comments how not ready for this you are. You guys are so not ready for this. Okay. Please welcome to the CyberTank Variety Show, Let's Interact by Swivs.
Yes.
Hey guys, that was Let's Interact by Swivs. The one thing about me doing this is that you guys are going to see where I rip off all my material from. By the end of this hour, you're going to be like, oh, cool. That's who Ivan rips off for all of his things. Like I'm going to show you some of my music videos in a second, and it's going to be like just a plagiarism of that. So after this is basically my last show. After this, it'll be done. But guys, listen to this shit. Earlier in the chat comments, Zahid Devji appeared in the comments with his incisive, funny commentary. And as soon as that happened, I emailed him and said, hey man, do you want to come on this show and do a quick 5-minute set? And then Zahid Devji came on this show. So please welcome to the show, the comedian Zahid Devji.
Hey, what's up, man?
What's up, man? Some of you may remember Zahid Devji from my Email Pro live stream 2 weeks ago. Have you yet come down from the narcotic high of appearing on my live stream?
No, I think about it. I think about it all the time.
Me too.
I genuinely enjoy what you do. I don't ever watch anyone's live thing. Like if they go live, if someone goes live, I just throw my phone at the wall. That's what I do.
Yeah.
If I come across a go live, my immediate reaction is, what the fuck is this? You know, what do you?
I know.
But your stuff I want to watch, and it's very good.
Thanks. That's how I feel about you, bro. Don't you have? Aren't you doing another live stream later tonight?
Yeah, I'm doing a show called Immigrant Jam with Lucy Pohl, who's from New York. And she has it'll be fun. It's like a show that she does there in New York that she's doing online, and it's Irene Morales, who I believe is a New York comedian. Troy Baker, who's apparently, I'm being told, I don't play a lot of video games. I don't know, because I like to get shit done, so I don't. But he's apparently a big voice guy. I don't know anything.
You're in a stand-up comedy live stream, and one of the others called Immigrant Show, and one of the other things
Immigrant
is the
Jam.
guy.
Immigrant Show. It sounds stupid.
Sorry, that's how people. That's how white allies. When you say things like Immigrant Jam, that's how we process it. We just process it as like immigrants doing a show, and we say, "Good for you. We're happy for you. We wish you the best.
Yeah.
God bless."
Do you think in World War II, that's what like people that were fighting the Nazis? They're like, "Hey, listen, I'm just an ally." Okay. You think they ever said that?
I hope they say. I don't know. I don't know what those guys were thinking.
Can we cancel the stream and let me and then you redo it and I'll come in again and I'll redo my set.
No, dude. The only times I get canceled is when I say terrible things, like every 5 seconds. All right. So listen, you want to do a quick 5 for the people here?
I don't really want to do that, but I will go over but my notes are in my phone, so if I
why don't you give us like a little?
I don't remember how. I don't really know. That's what I'm gonna do. Is I'm gonna tell you what's in my latest notes. It's not really a set, but it's just ideas that I have that I think are funny, and they'll never go anywhere. So it's actually rare. It's rarer than a set.
Okay, I'm fine with that. But just so you know, this is the number to beat. Check out this chick. Yikes! White all lies, not white allies. White all lies. Let's be compatriots, Ivan. So I'm just saying that's the number to beat. You got to beat that with your notes app. Can you beat that? I'm making this a game show. All of us. I'm sorry to be flipping the script on you, but this is a game show now. You're the contestant. And it's called Beat That in 5 notes.
I don't know. Okay, all right. I'm gonna. Some of these notes are they're out there though.
That's good. That's how you could beat Lily Castro. That's how you beat her. All right, chat users. Right. Zahid's going to give us. He's got 5 chances to beat that comment. Get in the comments. Tell you what you think. All right. Okay. Note number 1. Let's hear it. Look, dude. I'm freaking you out. Look at your whole eye. The fears in your eyes.
All of a sudden, my brain was like, "It's a competition. I have to win."
No, you're gonna be fine. Dude. It's a fixed competition.
Note number 1. Look at this cute bitch. Look at this cute bitch. Look at this dog. This dog is like, "Hey, when are you done with the thing that 5 people are watching so I can hang out with you?" That was rude. I shouldn't have said that.
I like that. Rude. I liked it because I like it because she's a dog, so it's not problematic for you to say bitch. I think that's the angle there. I give that.
I meant it in a misogynistic way. or as I call it, Mr-ogynistic way, because I'm a man, you know.
Dude, I think this is I think you did it in the first note.
I got
Mr-ogynistic. Okay. I think you got it in the first note. All right, I'll tell you what, I'm saying that, and look, check it out. Proof.
I can't see the chat.
Oh, sorry. I'm sharing the. Okay. Put it on the screen. I put it on the Kiss Cam. You got an LOL. You sorry.
I'll take an LOL.
You got an LOL. Okay. Cool. You go. Yeah. What? Go ahead.
What? Go ahead. All right. Number 2. I had a white friend recently tell me that he tried base jumping, and that to me is a very white activity to practice suicide.
What?
You know, base jumping, when you take like a bungee cord and you jump off of a bridge.
Oh, I thought that was just called bungee jumping.
I think base jumping is when it's off of a flat surface, like a.
I've never heard that before.
It's like a still. It's like when the thing that you're jumping off of is a stationary thing. I think is what I was told. I don't fucking know.
Okay.
But I had it written down that it's a suicide practice. It's when you're not sure if you want to kill yourself. So what you do is you go base jumping and you test it out. And if someone out there thinks it's not funny to make jokes about suicide, I think they should kill themselves. So.
Yeah, thanks for giving clear guidelines on who should live and who should die. That's one thing that I always sort of want to hit in my shows, and I feel like I give confusing advice, and I'm glad you're able to clarify that. So thank you.
Yeah,
thank you for coming in on that.
She's not going to make it right after this. This is her last live stream.
Yeah, what's going to happen to her after that? Your dog's going to kill itself?
Yeah, it's going to kill itself. She's smart, dude. I don't decide.
Okay.
Okay, you know how, are you aware that right now it's kind of a crazy time? Do you know about this? That it's very tumultuous?
Yeah, I know about that.
Do you just seem more enthusiastic towards the premise, you know?
I'm okay.
Look, she's standing up now. She's literally standing up.
That dog's not going to kill itself. That's the happiest little dog I've ever seen.
So do you remember when there was do you remember the simpler times? Like when things were
I do.
Like when there was 2 Firefest documentaries? Don't you miss those days?
Yeah. I mean, maybe I don't. I don't know. I'm doing well because of my live stream.
Oh yeah.
You have a whole note that just says remember the earlier times. That's funny.
Yeah, and look, can I flip? I don't know how to flip this camera. Can I flip this camera?
I love that.
No, I love
that
it says right here there was 2 Firefest documentaries. That's all it says in the notes.
That's good. That's good. I think you should do that for the immigrants. I think that's going to kill.
I like how you think only immigrants are allowed to watch. That's my favorite part of it.
Yeah, well, dude, that's how white allies think. They're like, it's an immigrant show. We don't know. No, that's fine. That's fine. That's good. Good.
You guys do your dancing and your colorful clothes.
White allies are like, to be honest, we're glad you didn't invite us because we hate going to those things. But we're happy for you.
One time I went to an Indian wedding, and honestly, and then they'll do this. Because they ate too much bad food. That's how white people have to tell you that they have IBS. So, I don't. That's it. And you're like, I get it. There's seasoning in this. All right.
See, that's why the bar is so low, right? Is because white people do that. And then other white people think, you know what? All I have to do is like tikka masala, and then I'm good. You see what I'm saying? I go to the Indian wedding and I see the guy being like, and then I'm like, I loved, what was that? A sag? Was that a sag paneer? I loved it. And now I'm good. Because that guy fucked it up. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, you just raised it up just a little bit.
Exactly. That's why the bar is as low as it is.
That's why we need white people. I'm telling you. You guys are like the Pinterest of the world. You take what you want from everything and you leave the rest of it. You're like, we'll take her cornrows. That guy's fucking, you just find the shit that you like. You're like the opposite of Native Americans. You leave stuff on the bone because you don't need it.
That's right. Yeah, that's right. Right. But as soon as we want something, then we get to have it.
Yeah, You should just take it, and that's actually kind of impressive.
Well, right. We become very problematic as soon as we can't have anything.
That's very true. You're like a 6-year-old.
Yeah, I mean, dude, why do people in New Jersey have the Confederate flag? It's because they just feel like, oh, if I can't have it now, I want it.
Do they really have that?
Oh, dude, yes. And New Jersey wasn't. That's the thing that pisses me off about this is the New Jersey won that fucking war. You know what I mean? We should be able to. It's like, as far as I'm concerned, New Jersey textbooks should say shit like John Bon Jovi freed the fucking slaves. New Jersey was like the winner.
You get to my point. That's literally my next note. That's so funny that you brought that up. One of my next notes. Are you aware of the magazine The New Yorker? Do you know about that magazine?
I know it. Yeah, I do know it. As a white, I was given a subscription at birth.
So I thought of this great idea. It's called The New Jerseyer. It's The New Yorker for the state of New Jersey. Right?
Walk me through the table of contents.
Okay, so immediately there's a cool cartoon, right? It's like it's like the Eiffel Tower, and there's a big fat guy, and he's like, duh, and then the caption underneath says, "Now that's a good slice," right? And does it make any sense? No. Will they read it? Depends on the literacy rate in the town that they live in. Okay, how good were the schools there? But does it exist? You fucking bet your ass the New Jerseyer exists. It doesn't even sound good off the tongue, but they didn't change it.
No, it sounds right. It doesn't sound good, but it sounds right.
The New Jerseyer? What? And there's op-eds about tanning, and then one guy has a real opinion, but no one fucking reads that,
That's
no
me.
One reads it. Yeah,
that's my article.
Exactly, right? And the cover is just Donald Trump, but they heard that that's important to people. So they just put him on the cover every week. They don't know anything.
Yeah, no. There's also this New Jersey vibe, which is like they get more outraged about stuff happening in New York. Like on my Facebook, the people who are like the most outraged about De Blasio and Cuomo and whoever else is people who live in New Jersey. It's so funny to me.
Yeah.
How do you guys?
Second thing about the New Yorker. Well, second thing about the New Yorker, by the way, it's like, do you ever have like a really greasy slice of pizza and you have to turn it like crust side down so the oil drips off?
Yeah.
Have you ever done that? Like folded a slice and then like tilted it so that the oil comes out from the crust? Every magazine is like that. It actually comes covered in oil, and you have to fold the magazine and dab it with a paper towel so you can read it.
So the magazine itself is just dipping in pizza slime.
Yeah. It's the New Jerseyer. What are you gonna do? You can't. What are you gonna not read it? That's not an option.
I like how it's like print is already dead. Like after the death of print, the way you're bringing it back is like, we're going to go back to print and then we're going to dip it in pizza grease. Cause that's the one thing you can't do online access.
What magazines do you know that you can lick? None of them. Okay. So, why don't you put that in your fucking pipe? That's actually the tagline.
I like that. Next week, I'm going to do a live stream. It's just going to be me licking the New Jersey.
Thank you. It's a great idea. I'm filled with lots of good ideas.
We're going to start the live stream. Just be like, oh, hello.
I have lots of ideas. Contact lenses, but they're sunglasses. That's one. The cargo shirt. You've heard of the cargo shorts.
Yeah.
But what happens when you want to put things in your how come we don't have pockets here, So just a couple of things I thought of. I think I invented truck cocks with you on your email.
Yeah,
Pro.
right. That's like some people have a little scrotum sack hanging on the back of their truck. You were like, let's put the penis shaft on there as well.
Exactly. If you think I'm lying, look, it says truck cocks right here. TM. I put a trademark symbol. I don't even know how to get out of this. I put a trademark symbol on. Look, New Yorker magazine, but for New Jersey. These are real things that I write down. My mom sends me the cum emoji when it's going to rain. What the fuck is wrong with her? What the fuck is wrong with her? Does she not know?
My
mom's like, it's raining. I can't stop coming, I guess. I don't know what it is about the weather that makes my mom jizz. But she's a silly immigrant.
She's a horny immigrant is what it sounds like to me.
See, I have a lot of. This one just
No.
says
This is really good. This is really good. Why does my mom send me the cum emoji when it's about to? We're not moving on. I'm still on that.
That's
I love
great.
that.
Yeah.
That's really funny.
Thank you.
Also, I've never met your mom, but
there's an entire show about it actually.
What's that called? It's called The Mom.
How people met my mother.
That's your show that you did?
That's about me.
Yeah, it's a bunch of guys being like, I got this kind of horny text message from this comedian's mom. And then it started raining.
Yes. God, I hope I shared your live stream, and my mom tends to watch or share things that I do. My mom shared a Zoom show I did. She shared it with her friends. And then this lady that I was hosting, so I went, and it was like an Indian name. So I went, I like to go into the gallery view and pick out people by name that I don't know. And so I go, Zena, that sounds like somebody I'd know, Indian guy. And then she goes, yeah, I'm friends with your mom. And then I just freaked. I was like, what? She's like, yeah, she shared your show, so we came to support. And my first thought was that I just go, Zena, I'm letting you know we're going to say cocks a lot. I'm going to say the word cocks a lot at times. And she didn't seem to enjoy the show at all.
Dude, I'm impressed the people in that, your parents' friends, were getting in the comments, because I too live in fear of like my parents and their network coming in on my shows. It's very not appropriate for that. But they would, it's just, my parents would never do a comment on a live stream. And I'm impressed that but then again, your mom is sending out cum emojis, so she's over it.
She doesn't know. This lady, by the way, afterwards, my mom was like, listen, she liked it. She texted me. And I was like, she did not like that. And then my mom like confidently sent me the text that she did it like one of these like see, like with the see. Here's what the text message said. The text message said, LOL, young people have their own way of making each other laugh, I guess. Which is very adamantly, I didn't get it, and your son is bad at comedy.
Yeah, that's faint praise.
But my mom was like, I don't even understand.
But dude, this is what I always say is like, do you really want your parents to think your jokes are that funny? You know what I mean? Like if I did a set, I mean, look, I obviously don't want my parents to like what I do, but if I did a set and like my parents were laughing the loudest and were like falling out of their seats and were busting a gut, and everyone else was like, I would be like, this isn't going well.
Doing something wrong. Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like kind of bad. I think it's a good sign when my parents are like, the Email Pro, we thought it was funny. But they're a little bit like,
they're making an effort. They're making an effort to
or they feel like they're a little bit it's not for them. I guess that's to me is like, it's sort of crucial to my presentation of myself as someone who's edgy and problematic. All right, I got to go to another clip, because not all these clips are me. If it was just my shit, then I would not do it and just let it be you. But we got other stuff that I want to share that's other people's stuff that's really good.
Thanks for letting me share my dumb thoughts with you.
I loved it. Tell the people how they can see the Immigrant Jam.
Just go to, it's on Twitch. I think it's I Love Lucy Pohl, but if you go on my Instagram, which is my full name, there's a link on the last post that I just made on Twitch. So.
Got it. So
I know.
Let's break that down. You people, you gotta find Zahid Devji on Instagram, and then there's a link in his bio. Is that right?
There's a link in the post. You're not gonna go. It doesn't matter. It's nothing. It doesn't. What are we doing? What is this? What's happening?
Well, I like the material I heard.
Thanks, bud. Thanks.
We got to say how to spell his name. Someone's asking how to spell his name. I'm gonna spell your name.
Sure. Thanks, Ivan.
You're welcome. I like how you just implicitly trusted that I could spell your name right.
Even though the last time we did a live stream, we almost misspelled.
I got it wrong.
That's funny. That's true.
Yeah, all right. His name should be on the screen. All right, cool. Dude, thanks for hopping in.
All right, thanks, buddy.
Great to have you.
Later,
Zahid Devji, everybody. Go check out the Immigrant Jam tonight with Zahid Devji. All right, up next is a music video I made for a collaboration with the UK electronic musician Preston Out of Time. He has a song called Fulcrum that he asked me to remix, and I did. And it's like a super glitchy, weird, awesome noise thing. It has no words, instrumental music. And so then to push the form even further, we made a lyric video. We made a lyric video for a song that has no words. I'm going to play that for you now. Another key collaborator, and this was Greg Sadetsky. If you've ever seen any of my videos, including the little video at the beginning of this live stream, a lot of those glitchy, weird animations are my collaborations with Greg Sadetsky. He's a fascinating person. He's going to be a guest on Email Pro in the next month. Anyway, I'm going to show you a lyric video now for my collaboration with Preston At A Time. My goal for this music video was for it to feel like you were taking hologram drugs. That's a thing I just made up. I don't know what that means, but my goal with this next piece is for you to feel like you just did hologram drugs safely and healthfully. Okay, all right, check it out. Cool. That was my remix of Fulcrum by Preston At A Time. My music stuff is called Cyber Attack. So if you look for Cyber Attack on Spotify, that's me. You could also find my remix of his song, Preston At A Time song. I know it's a little confusing because this variety show is the CyberTank, because it's the online version of the Tank Theater, and my band is called Cyber Attack. And that's confusing, but it's also good. It's right and good. We did that way. Okay, cool. Up next, I have the first part of a documentary series by Matt Farrell called Mukfizit. It's borderline unpronounceable. That's part of it. What you're about to see is like the biggest giveaway of everything I've ever done. Like basically all of my choices ever artistically have all been ripped from what you're about to see. This is, like I said this already, this is the end of me being ever regarded as an original artist. because I'm just playing you all the stuff I ever wanted to rip off. Anyway, the next clip is part 1 of a 4-part documentary by Matt Farrell. It's kind of cool. The documentary was made as a companion piece to a LP by the hip hop artists Buy My Drugs. And they have a self-titled LP called Buy My Drugs. And this is like a documentary accompaniment. But as you're going to see, it like plays with notions of what's real. You're going to have questions about this documentary and like how real it is and whether it's real. And I'm not going to be able to answer them. All right, let's just watch it. I've said too much. Okay, this is Mick Fizit, episode 1, The Alchemists.
Mufkazut is a real thing. Google it.
The element is the end result of an atomic structuring. And therefore, that atomic structuring can be altered with certain vibrational tones. But if you heat the gold, it can turn into a white powder. And that white powder is what the ancients called mufkazut.
New white pussy, man of Montana. Take this shit because 1,000 times lighter. Be another faster, stronger. Ride the white Bronco. Ida is tone to toe. Shop and monetize gold up like Ron Gold.
Moving energy, one to the stars.
Monatomic gold is the brainchild of an Arizona farmer named David Hudson, who claimed throughout the 1980s to have rediscovered a wonder drug used by ancient Egyptian priests.
You will not be recognized physically by people who knew you before you took this.
There are literally hundreds of brands online that claim to contain some form of ormus. But due to the health risks of consuming silicate aluminum, connoisseurs insist that the only way to obtain pure monatomic gold is through an underground network of alchemists. Which is how I found myself at a cache for gold in downtown Brooklyn, waiting to be picked up and escorted to a secret location, where I learned a 5,000-year-old recipe for turning gold into mufkazut.
Life is much better if you can control the energy or the electricity that is flowing through your body. In 2005, I was having this electrical pain in my hands and my feet, and at some point I started taking what is known as white powder gold, and this created a big change in me.
At the Temple of Karnak, we can see Pharaoh Thutmose III being served a cone-like substance that is being described as being made of gold, but strangely being referred to as white bread.
Many people believe, including Sigmund Freud, that Moses was actually an Egyptian priest who was a follower of the pharaoh Akhenaten.
Moses possessed ancient technology that was closely guarded by the Egyptian priesthood, and he passed that technology onto the Hebrews.
And in the morning, there was a layer of dew around the camp. When the dew was gone, thin flakes like frost on the ground appeared on the desert floor. When the Israelites saw it, they said to each other, "What is it?" For they did not know what it was.
The word mana literally translates into "what is it?" Just like we see in the Egyptian Book of the Dead, there's this constant repetition of the phrase "what is it?"
When Moses comes down from Mount Horeb, he discovers his brother has forged a golden calf. So what does he do? He burns it with fire, smashes it into a fine powder, mixes it with water,
and feeds it to the Israelites.
I mean, I don't want my face shown, no. Yeah?
Do you have to wear the mask?
Yeah, yes, we do. Stop playing. All right?
Alright, so our cook here is now going to walk us through the monatomic gold cooking process.
Gold. Distilled water. 6 ounces. Dead sea salt. 3 tablespoons. Hydrochloric acid. Hydrogen peroxide.
Okay, then what?
Yes, sir.
How long?
10 hours.
Should I close this?
Yeah. Hey, be careful.
Hola chicas y chicos, mi nombre es Sam. Esta es mi entrada luego de 30 días consumiendo el monotómico. Bueno, pues nada, yo todos los días por la mañana consumo 1 gramo. Realmente sabe horrible, para que los voy a mentir. Pero está bien, definitivamente siento un incremento en mi percepción de la energía de la gente. Por ejemplo, si yo me encuentro con alguien que tiene una energía, una vibración positiva, negativa, muy...
I have this ability to hyper-focus my mind creatively and spiritually into a zone where I'm able to kind of see.
So you want to see, right? Check that out.
Yeah, I got started, huh?
What's that for?
Sometimes it get radioactive. Kind of making like the best muffins out right now. So.
Right, you want to keep your recipe secret.
Yeah.
Who are you afraid of?
Motherfuckers with money. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Powerful, people on TV that you might know that don't want other people to know that this is what they're on. You know what I'm saying? Like, want to make sure they're not. We get my friends sticking their dick in something that's really sacred.
It seems like a pretty simple recipe, though.
No, it's not. We got this from an actual person who studied an alchemist, or what you would call Egypt. I got a lot of books on biochemistry and theoretical physics.
You believe in the
absolutely,
power of
absolutely. I've seen it. I don't take it. I'm not abuse it though. You know what I mean? This is not for like play at all. So no disrespect to the ancestors. None of that.
Pero no sé, a veces no es tan bueno, a veces me hace un poquito de daño, me siento cansada, agotada, no puedo hacer tantas cosas por mí misma y nada, me siento también como sobrecogida, es la palabra, sobrecogida por la tristeza del mundo, por el miedo.
All right, so 10 hours of stirring later, and now we have the final product, monatomic gold, and it's now a powdery white substance. Can you tell us how it's meant to be ingested?
You add a little bit of water,
Uh-huh.
and make sure the consistency is thick enough, and just very little bit on a spoon, and just put it in your mouth.
Would you mind showing it to the camera, actually? You can see what it looks like.
Here you go, Grandma.
It's like a flight. You give up this body, you take your subtle body, and you go to somewhere. You're sleeping in your room, but you are working in a different place. Don't you do that? That subtle body takes you from this body to the womb of another mother by nature's direction.
You are a God that pretends not to be a God. You are the God that creates all of the experience that you explore or that you have.
I did a radionic analysis on the product itself, and it didn't come up well. So it seemed to me somebody was putting a form of spiritual or psychospiritual crack into the populace because we were ascending. Humanity is taking its next quantum leap by itself. And those who control that don't like that. They don't like the cattle getting out of the corral. They don't like the stampeding.
So I just got back to 314 and my sweetmates are bugging the fuck out.
Don't even
What the fuck? Carrie?
Don't.
You good, Carrie?
No.
What is going on? What is this? Say that again.
No one has to die.
Who's gonna die?
No one has to die.
No one is.
No one has to die.
Swazi, Swazi, Swazi. Boy, boy, boy. Swazi, Swazi, Swazi. Boy, boy, boy. Swazi, Swazi, Swazi. Swazi, Swazi, Swazi. Oh, shit. Come get feeling. Echo in the alley. Bang, 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 bang. Got my drugs. Come get feeling. My full of venom. Bang, 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 bang.
Guys, what the fuck? Right? That was episode 1 of 4 by Matt Farrell. Find the other ones. That's a companion piece to an LP called Buy My Drugs. You guys have to educate yourselves. You guys have to find out how much of that is real. I can't help you at all. I can't answer any of your questions. But I love that. Okay, great. That was part 1 of 4 by Matt Farrell. Okay, next up, I'm going to show you the next installment of my Tropicana documentary series. No one has ever seen this before. What I'm about to reveal is a world premiere of episode 2 of my documentary about my relationship with Tropicana orange juice. And we are live in Tropicana world starting now. Last winter, I got a notification telling me I'd become one of Tropicana's top fans on Facebook. This was shortly after I put out a music video where I drove around on a rocket car made out of Tropicana pure premium orange juice, low acid. So I assumed I'd become a top fan because Tropicana had seen it and liked it. I thought maybe they were going to get in touch with me and talk about everything. To be honest, I wondered if I was about to meet the Tropicana version of Morpheus. But then a friend of mine explained that actually top fan status is something assigned by Facebook, not something determined by people at Tropicana. I went back and looked at the Facebook notification and it made sense. It said, "You're a top fan. Keep engaging with this page to maintain your top fan status." That last part did bother me. I've actually been posting about Tropicana for a pretty long time, for free, for no other reason than the fact that I like it, for years actually. And on the day Facebook finally gave me a badge for it, they also had to warn me to keep posting so that I don't get fired from my free job as a person who talks about the thing I like. But I didn't want to get hung up on that. So I went to Tropicana's Facebook page and right away I saw they were giving away yellow backpacks as part of some promotion. So basically instant jackpot. Are you kidding? Obviously I want to wear a backpack made out of orange juice. So I left a comment saying, "Hi Tropicana, how can I get a backpack?" And sure enough, it said top fan next to my name and there was a diamond on it also. Then Tropicana responded and said, "Hi Ivan, we appreciate your interest, but our backpacks are no longer available. Only a limited supply was available. However, keep checking our social media channels though, because you never know when a new offer might pop up." At this point, I wondered who Tropicana's other top fans were. Like, who are the people who did get a backpack and what was their deal? Since I was already under enormous pressure to keep posting, I decided to look at who else was on the Tropicana Facebook page and engage with them. First, I found a guy who was going after Tropicana because of like scientific problems. He said, "I stopped buying Tropicana juice when it added the misleading, fear-mongering non-GMO label. There are no genetically modified oranges, even though they are sorely needed. And now that I visited their Facebook page, looks like they also promote the myth of vitamin C boosting immune system. No surprise." So this guy seems pretty hardcore. I actually thought he was right about GMOs and vitamin C. It's something I want to address in future episodes of this, in fact. But for my own reasons, I'm not willing to destroy my relationship with Tropicana over it. I did, however, want to become internet friends with this person. So I said, "I agree with you that non-GMO labeling is problematic and that the immunity-boosting vitamin C thing is questionable, but I still buy Tropicana because I think it's a good product and a good value. What are your thoughts? What did you replace Tropicana with? Does it taste good? These are sincere questions." He responded, "Ivan Anderson, store brand OJ, or more commonly, different drinks altogether. Breaking the habit of daily fruit juice goes a long way to reducing sugar intake. Taste, I can't really tell the difference from memory, but perhaps I'll give it a try." Okay, cool, man. I didn't know how to advance the friendship at that point. So I just said, "That's interesting, thank you. Anyway, what else do you want to talk about?" Then I saw another guy who, just like me, was talking about how low acid is his favorite one. And he was asking Tropicana for advice about where to find it in the Halifax region. So I got in there and left a comment saying, Tropicana low acid is also my favorite. I made a documentary about it, in fact, but neither he nor Tropicana replied. At this point, it started to feel like when you go to a party by yourself and you don't know anybody, and so you try to join conversations that other people are having, and you're aware as you're doing it that everything you say sounds terrible and wrong. Like, hey, are you guys talking about Hollywood movies? I love those, right? Like, you get into this place where it just becomes impossible to be a normal person. And I don't understand why that slips away so easily sometimes. Okay, but then I started noticing another guy on the Tropicana page who was like pushing it even more than I was. Look at what this dude posted under generic Tropicana ad for the holidays. Always make sure your immune system is great after drinking OJ. What does that mean? Like, what is that advice for? Why are you checking your immune system after you drink OJ? Here's another one he did. Lots of good vitamins in your system. Is this guy a troll? Like, what is the non-troll version of this person? It's hard for me to imagine the mind of somebody who sees a Tropicana ad and is moved to comment underneath it by saying, lots of good vitamins in your system. But then I wondered, is that what people think about me? Do people wonder if I'm a troll when I say the things I say? Does Tropicana think that? I think they don't, because after a week of trying to engage with all these randos, I finally just left a comment on the Facebook page saying, "Hi Tropicana, it's another day again today. I love Tropicana low acid." And they said, "Thank you for being such a loyal fan, Ivan. Enjoy your Tropicana pure premium low acid." So I think that goes to show that they take me seriously as a person. I'm glad they don't think I'm a troll, because I'm not. But the next morning, Facebook sent me another update. It was the same as the first one. Keep engaging with this page to maintain your top fan status. And this time, it did bother me more than the first time. I started to think Facebook was treating me like some kind of weirdly sincere propagandist. And is that right? Like, could that be a thing that I am? Because if I'm not a troll, then what am I really? Like, what if the culture industry is real and I'm basically a shill for it, right? Like, what if it's wrong to love a product, any product, this much? What then? Okay, that was episode 2 of my documentary about orange juice. That's not the last episode. There will be more episodes. Cool. If you have any questions about my relationship with orange juice, please do not hesitate to ask me about them in the chat. In the meantime, I want to play a brand new music video by an artist called Real Clothes. Before Plague World, we were going to be on a bill together at Come On Everybody in like late March, and it got canceled. And I was always sad about that because it was going to be a cool show. And I feel like now this is us kind of fulfilling our destiny in a way. It's because I'm going to play a brand new music video for her brand new album called Precaution. This is this is called Taiping Rebellion from Real Clothes. This is a totally bizarre trip. We're about to go on another super weird little vibe. Check it out.
Inside the civil war protest, the loud battle victorious Trojan of you grow, sign your heart to torture, into my heart to walk the horizon every time we desolation
What? Okay, I didn't think anyone was expecting that to be how it ended. Sorry if that was a YouTube glitch, but that was from Real Close off her new album, Precaution. So check it out if you want to spend more time in that fascinating world of worlds. In the meantime, I have 2 more videos I want to get through today. The next is a music video from me, a newish one for my song Scared Out of My Mind. I originally wrote this song about when I used to box in New Jersey when I was like 24. But I was afraid to make the music video like about that too literally, because I thought if I like tried to make a music video about boxing and for a song about called Scared Out of My Mind, I thought it would seem kind of like an attempt to be profound and moving. You know what I mean? I didn't want to do that. I didn't want it to be like a very special message from Ivan Anderson about something important. I wanted to go against that. Judge me how you will for that. So instead, the music video is like not supposed to literally be about boxing. Instead, I just tried to summarize how I feel about being from New Jersey and how I sort of mythologize myself all the time by being from New Jersey and all my little bullshit things, and how I sort of like created my personality to be this guy who talks about how he took boxing lessons when he was 24. Instead, I tried to make the music video like a depiction of that psychological mindset. So what you're about to see is my music video for the song Scared Out of My Mind. Once again, this involves a lot of animation from Greg Sadetsky, and it was co-directed by me and my friend John Marty. And the only other person we had on the project was Jennifer Vega, who did my makeup. Very important to hire a makeup artist for your music video. No matter how much your brand is like, I'm real and I'm a real guy and I wear an Iron Maiden t-shirt for all my live streams, no matter how much that is integral to your self-presentation, it's very crucial to hire a makeup artist. So we hired Jennifer Vega. Great. Okay. This is Scared Out of My Mind by CyberTank, aka me.
I still remember the headgear and the nose beats black eyes and the butterflies. And I wish I could tell you that I never for a minute had to call time out. And through it all, thought I was getting used to it. Thought I know what to do with it. Something far away, getting nearer, closer every day. Mirror, mirror, can you tell me why I'm always scared out of my mind? But don't let me fool ya, for all I know, 'cause the motto is the wrong hero. Oh, my secret religion needs somebody for the stained glass and the holy cards. And after all, I'd settle for a nightly win, just to know I learned something. Something far away, getting nearer, closer every day. Mirror, mirror, can you tell me why I'm always scared out of my mind? I thought that all I needed was a better chin. Got closer to the secret than I've ever been. So why don't I believe it? After everything, tell me why I'm always. Tell me why I'm always. Tell me why I'm always scared out of my mind.
That was Scared Out of My Mind by my band CyberTank. If you guys have been watching my Email Pro shows and you know who Jeff is my co-star on Email Pro. He was also my freshman roommate in college. He plays keyboard in CyberTank. He played keyboard on the song you just heard. So if you want to see me and Jeff write emails to strangers together for an hour, that's something you can see. We do that every Sunday at 1 p.m. Eastern. That includes this Sunday, when we're going to have a special guest. The special guest will be the playwright Nadia Leonard Hooper. That's at 1 p.m. Eastern on Twitch. You can just come back to where you are now and see the email thing happen live. Okay, I have one last video that I'm going to do tonight. Now, there's a reason I'm playing this last, which is that I talk a big game about how my stuff is like glitchy and weird, and like my comedy is edgy and my music is like noisy. You know, I talk about that stuff a lot. And this next artist makes what I do look like a fucking Disney movie. Our last piece is called Live at Noise Prom by Natalie Brzezinski. She's an awesome artist who does a lot of awesome stuff. You can check it all out at natalie.computer. That's a website. Type natalie.computer into your little fucking web browser and go learn about all of her jams. In the meantime, I'm going to leave you with Live at Noise Prom. Thank you, everybody, for watching the CyberTank Variety Show. It's been a fun ride. Thank you also to Zahid Devji for hopping in here. That was cool when that happened. Thank you to my chat users for making this cool. And thank you all for checking this out. Okay, one last time. This is Live at Noise Prom by Natalie Brzezinski. The fucking YouTube muted itself for no reason. How dumb is that? So I have to redo it. I want to because I want the first instant not to get fucked up. I want the first partial of the first beginning of the waveform of this next piece to have full integrity, which got fucked up when YouTube muted itself for no reason. So we're going to redo this. Everybody, thank you for watching my live stream here tonight. I'm going to do Emo Pro live stream on Sunday at 1 p.m. with Jeff and Nadia Leonard Hooper. In the meantime, what we have next is Live at Noise Prom by Natalie Brzezinski.